7 on EA Sports. Able to slither by. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Chiefs very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. R.J. Harvey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here to throw the Longhorn with it. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Patrick going to change the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes will do it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
15, yellow.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
At the 43-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. An audible here to get a new look.
It's 4th down.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes us into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 38 yards. And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing Nix. A short throw to Ingram.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but he slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Open man right side is Rice.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
At the Broncos' 43-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
The Chiefs at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
They'll try the left side. Britt, and it's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
They'll swing this out to Harvey.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back. Maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
To throw is Nix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now.
As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Britt. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark it down to 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hey, Ripley.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On first down, Britt. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Britt. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a handoff up the middle. Britt. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 16-yard line.
180.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. For the start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Hero 15. Hey, 43. 57 colors.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, some strong running. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Well, you're right about that. What was this man magical?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are back within a score. Point after up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7
as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 3 here this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Nix to the air. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Nix. And he's got his man on the out route. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
To throw. Here's Nix. They'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Nix looking to throw again. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Britt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Play action, here's Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Nix from the shotgun. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good. Broncos first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Now on 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. Brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
operating from the gun. Nix got a man open. It's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw again. Nick's going to keep this himself. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to change things up.
Hey, rip lift.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now they'll shift things around.
Hero 15. Hey, 43.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
All right, go. Collect.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to perhaps salt this one away. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Into the hands of Ingram.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix once more. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Throwing Nix.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to the air with Nix. That is caught. He's got room to roam.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
A big pickup there. Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. To throw is Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Now Mahomes. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a two-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RP. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Caught here left side by Brent. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one's going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the